What is going down, gang? We are live. Day two of the Super Bowl week. Microphones already get knocked out, off to a hot start. We're going to recap some stuff that happened last night, stuff that happened today. We had press conferences at the 49ers hotel. So we'll get into all that good stuff, but you guys already know what to do. Drop an SDS in the chat, smash that like button, and let's go. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Love to see it. All right, what is going down? We have YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, X, and Twitch, all streaming simultaneously. And basically, what I want to do today is recap. I haven't really had an opportunity to sit down and talk to you guys about last night, opening ceremonies. Haven't had an opportunity to talk to you guys today about the press conferences at the hotel and what that all looked like. So my guy Brandon said, coming live from the Dorito. Absolutely. My hotel looks like a giant potato chip, but doesn't matter. We're enjoying it. We're loving it. And what an experience it has been. I will be honest with you. I feel like I am running on fumes, but we're not used to, this isn't new to us. You know, I was talking to my guy, Jordan Elliott, last night, and, you know, we're OG NFL Combine guys. And man, I really feel like the NFL Combine just totally built us for these kinds of moments. Just absolutely grinding, going from place to place, getting interviews, talking to people. Just that whole experience that we started back, I think, 2 years ago, covering the NFL Combine. Just feels like it built us for these moments. So yes, I have zero energy. I'm absolutely tired and have zero sleep, but we are built for this. And there's a lot of good stuff to come out of last night, a lot of good stuff to come out of today. So I guess just kind of recap last night. That was just a whirlwind of a situation. I had no idea that all the fans would be there for opening night. So that was a really cool experience. And of course, San Francisco 49er fans showed up in a crazy way. Absolutely outnumbered and outclassed the Chiefs fans. And listen, you know, the Chiefs have a pretty strong, loyal, big fan base. But that was not apparent last night. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, of course there were Chiefs fans, but when it came to bring the 49ers on stage, whoo, boy. 49er fans got loud. They got active. And honestly, deafening. And man, when they announced Brock Purdy, Purdy, oh man, they loved it, and it was cool, man. So the faithful represented 49ers throwback says Cowboys suck, had me. Yeah, that's actually a video from my guys at Fanatics View. My guy Taylor got a video of 49er fans. One of our guys that we're vibing with, he's a Cowboys fan. He's wearing a Cowboys shirt, and the entire section of 49er fans just started chanting, Cowboys suck, Cowboys suck. It was phenomenal. It was great. 49er fans are undefeated, but we already knew that. Ain't nothing new there. 49er fans going crazy. So I'm excited to see what the turnout will be for the actual game. I think that the actual game feels like there's going to be a lot of faithful. I would imagine. Hey, and one thing I know about the faithful, oh boy, we love our team and we spend on our team. So I know these tickets are crazy. Shout out TickPick. You'll be able to get the best deal they've dropped. So check out TickPick. But 49er faithful, man, they only get, how many opportunities do we get at the Super Bowl? I guarantee you 49er fans are going to show out for this one. We've been going through this all season. I think of the last couple away games that I've been to, the season ticket holders jack up the price, doesn't keep 49er fans out. Good for the season ticket holder who's selling their tickets, but good for the San Francisco 49ers who get to enjoy the game and absolutely take over these stadiums. So obviously there's going to be a lot of red in the stadium regardless. However, the noise is going to be the differentiator in this Super Bowl. So I do imagine that it is going to be loud with 49er fans. Ruben says, Super Bowl, Brad, keep grinding, brother. Love the content. Appreciate you. Appreciate everyone. Man, I was not expecting all the kind words that you guys were sharing with me on my video. I thought we just got some good sound, you know. I thought we got some good sound bites, good clips, and it was really cool to see. You guys show me some love. I wasn't expecting that, so that was really cool. And it was honestly a great experience, man. Like, I interviewed Javon Kinlaw, 2 years ago, and I've never met Javon in person, but man, like, just seeing Javon walking around, I'm like, hey, Javon. And he looks at me, big ass smile, daps me up. Like, what's good, brother? And like, we just vibe and just like, like, I appreciate those guys, man. I really do. I know Javon's gone through it, and we've always held Javon Kinlaw in a high regard, and we just know he's been dealing with availability, and that's really it. And we knew once he was able to be available that he would make an impact, and that's exactly what has happened. So, man, being able to just like, go from interviewing him 2 years ago to meeting him at the Super Bowl and being able to dap him up and just say what's good and just feel like the genuine like appreciation for one another. That to me is really cool. Like, that to me is, one of the awesome things about it. It's really cool. And, shout out BA, man. Shout out BA. That's my guy right there. Love BA, dude. When I asked him that question and he's like, yo, what's good? Oh, that's my guy, man. No, I just, my thing is this. It's like, yeah, I'm a huge fan of this team, like, and, you're not necessarily supposed to be a fan of a team that you cover. At least that's what they say. But, I don't necessarily believe that. you know, that saying is, you know, there's a million ways to skin a cat. There's a million ways to cover a team. And especially in today's day and age. And man, just understanding that these guys are people like us, even though they're larger than life, even though they're figures on the biggest of stages, um, they're people just like us. And just being able to, you know, vibe with these guys, kind of be in that moment with them. You know, for me, it's my first Super Bowl. So like my brain's going a miles a minute, you know, and just trying to connect and like vibe with them on that same level. Um, you know, I think that's important. You know, I don't think they need to be constantly drilled with critical questions. Are critical questions necessary? Do you want to obtain certain information? Of course. But for me, I'm more interested in the person behind the helmet, more interested in the motivations for these guys. I'm more interested in their stories, in their backgrounds, the adversity that they fought through to get to where they've gotten. And it's been a lot of fun, man. It's been a lot of fun. Like talking to Jair Brown, like Jair was one of my favorite interviews. You can just the passion just oozes off the guy. Like we talk about him as like a natural leader. Like you can see those qualities and those traits in Jair. Man, talking to him in person, like uh, you totally get the vibe from him, man. You totally get the vibe. Like Jair's as real and as solid as they come. He's a rookie. He's young. And but for him to be as grounded as he is, for him to be as solid as he is, it's cool, man. It's cool to be able to like vibe with these guys. You know, I spent like 5-6 minutes talking to Jake Brendel last night and just vibing with Jake on the offensive line. And, you know, like I could have talked to Jake for 2 hours, but, you know, just being able to just talk to these guys, you know, speak their language as best as I can, um, and just try to get on their level like that. It's awesome, man. It's cool. It's cool. I appreciate that about this. I appreciate their willingness, you know, to talk to me, communicate with me. They don't have to do that. They really don't. So I appreciate it. I appreciate them taking the time. And did I interview Greenlaw or talk to Trent? I was trying to get Greenlaw last night, but I wasn't able to like really grab him. But I will say that I got the first question into Trent at the podium, and for me, that was special. That was special for me, because you guys know how much I love Trent. And when I say I love Trent, I respect the hell out of that dude. You know, I don't know if there are many players that I just purely respect more than Trent Williams. Obviously, I love what Trent brings as a player. I love what he brings as a technician. I love what he brings to the offensive line position. I love the swag that he brings to the position. I love how he represents the position. Trent Williams is like the first offensive lineman to make O-line cool. And I freaking love that. But not only that, Trent Williams has gone through hell and back to be able to find himself at a podium at the Super Bowl. And to be able to ask Trent his first question at the podium, I don't know, it's just special to me. It's something that I always remember. Um, you know, Trent gave me a little smile too. And you know, it's just cool, man, because I appreciate these guys a lot. I appreciate what they do. I know how hard football is. I know how much of a grind it is. I know how much scrutiny they can be under, and also misadvised scrutiny. People who don't know ball think they know ball, and they're doing something by clipping things and throwing it on the timeline. They don't even know. like I feel for these dudes at times. So I just like being able to talk to them on that level. And it was cool. It was cool. It's been an experience that I'll definitely remember, for sure. But that was last night. So last night was cool. I met some other people. One of the cool things is we got a good amount of 49ers content creators out here. So just being able to vibe with, other 49ers content creators, just being able to, chill and bounce things off like-minded individuals. It's really cool experience. So I'm very grateful to be in this position, you know, to be able to just have this experience. And I'm taking advantage of it as best I can. And it's been great. So also we went to the 49ers hotel. I went to the Chiefs hotel, and then we got bussed over to the 49ers hotel. So the only Chief that I talked to today was Chris Jones. I asked him, I said, Kyle Shanahan said that if he could have any player on the Chiefs, he would pick Chris Jones. And I said, what do you think of that? And he said, tell Kyle I said, thanks. It's like, you got it, Chris. Next time I see Kyle, I'll tell him you said thanks. He was the only guy I was able to really talk to with the Chiefs. And then today we had Kyle Shanahan's press conference, and then we had Brock Purdy, and we had a bunch of other players, but obviously Brock was the main attraction. And when I say main attraction, like it was crazy. The media around Brock, I would say there's more people around Brock than there was around Patrick Mahomes. I mean, people love Brock. People love Brock. One of the things that I find really cool too is how much people have really come around to his faith, and just ask him a lot of questions about his faith and what it means to him, and a bunch of different questions surrounding that. And we know that's something that he holds very near and dear to his heart. It's something that he uses as strength. And so it's really cool to see people kind of not that they don't adopt it, but it's not discussed a lot in sports, in depth, I would say. So it's been pretty cool to kind of just, get more insight on his faith. And again, he's also, he's spreading an awesome message as well. So it's just been cool to see kind of everyone showing interest in it. And, I feel like in a lot of players I've talked to, Javon Kinlaw, Jair, man, they are rooted in their faith. And I think you have like a quarterback like him, it also makes it easier for the rest. It's not like they wouldn't, regardless of that, but it's just something that it's a cool trend I'm noticing, and it's awesome. But yeah, it's just how many times can we ask Brock the same questions, kind of a deal. I really think that we're kind of in that point of the week, that point of the season, that Brock has been asked every question 5 different ways, and he just does a phenomenal job of handling it. He doesn't look phased. And, I was talking to Aaron Banks about this yesterday. I haven't posted the interview yet with Banks. Banksy gave me like a solid 5-6 minutes yesterday. So that was cool to talk to Banks. But I talked to Banks about Brock's presence in the huddle. And the reason why I was talking to him about it, I was talking to him from an offensive line standpoint. Because as a former offensive lineman, I've been in huddles where my quarterback was not confident, where my quarterback was rattled, and like what that feels like to, have your guy walk up into the huddle and he's literally shaking and like, can barely spit the play out and you just know you're doomed. And so what I wanted to talk to Banks about was like, what's it like having a guy, first of all, in those moments? I asked him, like, what is he like in those moments? And he just says he never changes. He's even keel all the way through. And they never he said, I never have a doubt in my mind that we have the ability to come back. And he says a lot of that has to do with Brock. A lot of that has to do with his presence, his confidence, and his ability to control his emotions, because that's a big part of being a quarterback, man. You have the weight of the world on your back, and yet you have to maintain this surgical approach. And if you can't do that, a whole offense can spiral on you. And so it was just cool to hear it from Banks' perspective. When he was just talking about how Brock is a huge reason why they are able to come back in these games, why they're able to have these comeback wins, because Brock is so even that it helps calm everyone else down. It helps calm, like, they have their own confidence. It's not like Banks is standing there like, come on, Brock, you need to show me you're confident or you're not, and I'm just going to do whatever you do. No, Banks has his own level of confidence. He has his own level of belief. But when your leader, when the guy who's calling the shots has that tenfold, it just builds upon the confidence that you already have. So it was just really cool to hear Banks's perspective on kind of Brock in those moments, how he manages it, how he handles himself, and all those different types of things. And that's why we have a shot better than anyone. Did I see the video of the reporter asking Purdy? He looks like the dude who unalived JFK. I didn't see the video because I was standing right there. To be honest, I didn't make that connection in real time, that's who he was comparing him to. But now that you're saying that, that's wild. I didn't even make that connection. Because I was trying to think. I was like, who is that? I know that name. It sounds very familiar. Yeah, no. I don't understand having this platform, this access, and asking ridiculous questions. I get, for some people, it's part of a bit and it's part of maybe their brand or something. But like, if you, I don't know. Hey, to each their own, right? To each their own. But man, I just feel like, man, you have this opportunity. You have one question to ask Brock anything in the world, and you ask him about who he looks like. It's like, what are we doing? But again, to each their own. And that's the thing, man. It's like, when a reporter's asking you a question like that, it's because they want to be glorified by the answer. Who asked that question? Who said that? You know, it's like at a certain point, it's like, man, just let the guys like it's like an assist, right? Like that's kind of how I look at reporting, or I wouldn't say reporting, I would say interviewing is like you're trying to set your guy up. You're trying to pass him the ball so he can just hit a knockdown three, and you just trying to set them up for a good question and a good answer. And some of the questions that people be asking are legitimately crazy. I'm just like, dang, you got a credential to the Super Bowl to ask that question. That's wild. But again, to each their own. Whatever. We don't all have to be the same and do the same things. That's the beauty of it. We can do what we want. Kyle Shanahan was enjoying himself last night. I think one of the hilarious things about that whole Kyle Shanahan thing was that he revealed that he said that he said Brock was a better quarterback than the other two because he was irritated. I was like, damn, Kyle. It's like you really opening up another can of worms, aren't you? You could have just said, yeah, I thought Brock was the guy. He said, no, I said it because I was irritated. But man, that's Kyle. That's our coach. That's our guy. He's got no filter. He's gonna let you know what he thinks. He's like, yeah, Jimmy, Trey, they suck. He's like, Brock's better than both of them. No, that's wild though. Like that's wild to understand the context of why he said that. The context of why he said that wasn't necessarily because I mean, I believe he was accurate. I believe he was right, but he was saying it from an irritated standpoint, and that makes the story even better because you're telling the owner in an irritated way that Brock's better. It's like, dang, man. He said he was irritated twice. He said he said it and then he doubled down on it. And I get it. I get it, but I love Kyle, man. What a legend. I hope Kyle gets this one, dude. I really do. I do. I love Kyle. Like I would love to have like a legitimate conversation with Kyle and just, I would love to interview Kyle and just ask him like because I feel like you get straightforward answers from him. And he's a wealth of knowledge, wealth of a lot of stuff, and would love it. But yeah, I want Kyle to get this one. I want Kyle to get this one. But what else? I haven't seen John Lynch anywhere. The funny thing is Kyle is like all of us. Like what Kyle says what we wish we could say. That's why he's the best, because he was talking about it today about his dad. His dad was the same way, so it makes a lot of sense. Kyle's dad didn't sugarcoat anything, straightforward. If you didn't like it, it doesn't matter. He's telling you how he feels and what he thinks, and that's how it goes. But that's, I mean, you talk to any player in that locker room, that's the first thing that they say why they respect Kyle, is because he doesn't leave them guessing. And again, I think you have to be built a certain way. But I think that's why we have a roster of solid dogs. Again, if you're not a dog, you're not going to last with Kyle very often for a long time. So he weeds them out pretty quickly, and I think that's why when you look at this roster and you look at the mentality of the locker room, you look at how they built this roster, how they found success with this roster. Gotta give them some love. Dorito chip life. Yeah, man. R.I.P. Toby Keith. I didn't see that until right before I came on. That was pretty crazy. So R.I.P. Toby Keith. I've seen Toby Keith in concert like 3 times. Dude was a vibe. So that's crazy. Did I talk to Greg? No, Greg's a hard one to get. Greg's a hard one to get. I don't know. He might be available tomorrow. We'll see. Greg's hard to get. Oh, I appreciate that, man. My guy, Leonidas, first of all, Leonidas, what a phenomenal name. Leonidas, Spartans, what is your profession? But Leonidas says, come on, peeps, give Brad some money for putting out fire. Great videos, Brad. Listen to you multiple times a day. Hope this helps with your expenses. Shout out Leonidas. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. It means a lot. And it definitely does help with my expenses. So I thank you very much. Appreciate that, man. This is Sparta. Oh. All right. So what time is it? 5. It's 5 now. We have a media party at 6. So media party is going to be interesting, but I think I need to go check that out. We got a new member to the YouTube channel. Man, my ADHD is having a hard time with that name. Chili. Don't know how to pronounce it, but appreciate you for becoming a new member to the YouTube channel. Joseph on YouTube, appreciate you, my boy. Appreciate the super chat. Says, hey, Brad, have a great time at the haunted hotel. What do you mean by that? If you're still looking for food, use this 20 for some wings at Naked City Pizza. Absolute gas. Okay. But first of all, how are we going to bury the lead? It's Shelly. Okay. Thank you very much for that. Why are you telling me that the hotel that I'm staying in is haunted? And why do you think you can just move past that like that's not a big deal? Because I'm not going to lie, I feel like the elevators are haunted. The elevators give me the creeps. The elevator, dude, This hotel is so kind of crazy because like when you turn on the TV, they're running like this whatever operating system on the TV from like 30 years ago. Like I'm like, dude, update your stuff, man. Um Jeez. You didn't have to tell me that. You know what, guys? Stop it. Stop it. I was having a good time. Now I'm going to be looking over my shoulder. You know what, guys? Stop it. Stop it right now. I don't have the stomach for this. This hotel can't be haunted. It looks like a giant potato chip. Who would haunt a giant potato chip? Never mind. That was a rhetorical question. You guys are putting me down you're putting me down a wrong path. I'm gonna stop talking before I do something that I don't want to invoke. You guys are the worst. You guys are the worst. Trying to give me nightmares? How dare you? How dare you? He said Joseph says, here's $20 and a nightmare. Hey, shout out Joey though. Oh my gosh, a nightmare. I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night, it's gonna be like Blair Witch, like the snot kind of like dribbling down, like and then just straight vlog it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm scared. Like and subscribe. I'm scared. Like and subscribe. You guys are the worst. Oh my gosh. Hey, whatever. Hey, if we run across some spirits, come through SDS, gang. SDS. Hey, we don't discriminate. Right on cue. Right on cue. SDS, man. We're not gonna. Hey, SDS vibe. Just come vibe. You can be a part of the vibe. So. All right. Last couple questions before I get out of here. Drop any questions that you guys have, and I'll get some in here before we head out for the day. Winnipeg, let's go. How am I feeling about Sunday? To be honest, I'm so kind of like living in the moment. That I really haven't thought about it all that much. I really haven't. So I feel okay. I know when it happens, I know when the game gets ready, I'm going to be a nervous wreck. But as of right now, I'm just kind of living in the moment. I'm going to give you the football player answer. We're taking it day by day, and not looking too far ahead, trying to control the controllables, and just manage what's in front of us. That's kind of the mentality right now. It really is, though. I'm just whatever happens is kind of the mentality. Obviously, just going to attack the day, attack what's in front of me, try to do my best, put my best foot forward, and whatever happens. So we'll see. But when it comes game time, I'll probably be a nervous wreck. Leave some chips out and have. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. I'm not openly handing out invitations. That's not what's going to be happening. What's happening? The media part. There's a media party. It's like the Super Bowl. So if you're credentialed media, then that's the only way you can access. It's the only way you can access this event. So we're gonna go see. My guy Jason says, "You're the man, Brad. Big dog at the big dance. Thanks for all you've given us this season. Have a couple beers on me. Appreciate you, Jason. The Mishler. Win, Jason. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for this great channel and honest journalism. Honestly, am I doing journalism? I don't know if what I am is doing journalism. I'm not a journalist, so I don't even know what would be considered journalism. I'm just talking to football players. So if that's journalism, am I a journalist? Nah, we vibing. But I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate it. I know exactly what you mean. I'm just having fun with it. I appreciate it. All that good stuff. So appreciate all you guys. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the kind comments that you guys have made. Shout out to everyone who sent super chats. You guys are the best. Man, gotta love it. So shout out to all you guys. Snatch your cookies on the way out. I apologize to my folks on YouTube. I have not been great about posting to YouTube. I'm going to be honest. I'm just kind of going with the flow. I'm really not trying to stress out about posting. I'm really, like I said, just trying to go with the flow and just kind of vibe. And I'm trying not to stress too much about posting, but I'm going to I got a lot of content that I need to post to YouTube. So I'm going to keep posting the shorts on YouTube. I'm going to keep posting. I'm going to keep posting more videos when I have more time to kind of sit back and actually post. But yeah, we're vibing this week. Where do I post the most? I feel like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter are like just like the knee-jerk reactions of just getting content out. YouTube's a little bit more thoughtful and takes a little bit more work. So if you just follow me on YouTube and you want more content, I'm going to be getting content to Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook the fastest. But I'm going to keep trying to get all the content out. So appreciate all you guys. I'm out of here. Grab your cookies on the way out. Peace, y'all. Peace, peace, peace. Hold on. Now, peace. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Love to see